Hello everybody and welcome to this, our third webinar about self-compassion and about our own mental health. We have a lot of you registered today for this webinar, and I'm going to start off now, and I know more of you will be joining. It's one of the most exciting we've had. We've done it deliberately today as our Valentine's gift to you nurses around the world. We're so glad to be able to do this with you, and we hope that it will help you as we move forward into 2021. We hope a year when life is going to become more normal for all of us, but still not without its stresses. So we hope this is going to be an opportunity for all of you to think about your own care. How do we look after ourselves in times that are so stressful as we've had in 2020. It's only when we look after ourselves that we can really be good at looking after each other as well. And we know how important it is to be asking each other, how are you at this moment when all of us are sometimes a little bit overwhelmed, I think. So this is a very special webinar for us. It's special because of the theme and also because of all the people we have on it. We're very lucky today to have a very special ambassador, our ambassador for Nursing Now, Emilia Clarke, the well-known actor, but known to us for being just a totally wonderful person and willing to work with us and help us and engage with nurses. And we've been so grateful to have Emilia as our ambassador. We also have a return visit from Marty Balaam, whom you will all know from the first two webinars on compassion that we had. Marty is a real expert. She's founder of the Compassion Salon, which is a wonderful innovation. I'm sure she'll tell us more about it, and certainly look it up on the web if you want to join in. We also have João Marcel Grillo, who founded the Jaya Mental Health NGO, and he'll tell you more about that. João is a mental health nurse, and he's going to talk about compassion and empathy. And he has been working with two colleagues in Nepal. We're absolutely thrilled that they're able to join us, Susmita Bhagati and Laja Dixit. And Laja in particular is an art therapist, and towards the end of this will give us a session on art therapy. So have your pens and papers ready so you can join us with that. To get us going, I am so delighted and honoured to be able to introduce to you Emilia Clarke. And Emilia's chosen a poem to read to us to start us off. And Emilia, can I ask you if you would to introduce the poem and to say a little bit about why you chose it. And Emilia, thank you so much on behalf of all the nurses for joining us and for being so willing to engage with us. Thank you.
Absolutely, it's a complete pleasure. It's such a privilege to be with everyone today. Hello, hi everyone. And it's such an important webinar. I think it's such at this exact moment in time. It's been important throughout the entirety of lockdown, but as we approach a year, I feel like now more than ever, it's a really good moment for us to be considering this. And so I love poetry. There's a million poems that I could have chosen, but I've gone back to the classics. It's called To Hope, and it's by Keats. And hope's a really funny thing. I think that sometimes it can mess you up. Sometimes it can leave you feeling a little bit hopeless, and it can be quite a confusing state. At least I find that. But I am feeling more and more that if you do invest in hope, it helps. It helps to get you out of bed in the morning, basically. So I really am a firm advocate that we can't have too much of it. And I think Keats agrees with me. So without further ado, I will read to you To Hope by Keats. When by my solitary hearth I sit, and hateful thoughts enwrap my soul in gloom, when no fair dreams before my mind's eye flit, and the bare heath of life presents no bloom, sweet hope, ethereal balm upon me shed, and wave thy silver pinions o'er my head. Whene'er I wander at the fall of night, where woven boughs shut out the moon's bright ray, should sad despondency my musings fright, and frown to drive fair cheerfulness away, peep with the moonbeams through the leafy roof, and keep that fiend despondence far aloof. Should disappointment, parent of despair, strive for her son to seize my careless heart, when like a cloud he sits upon the air, preparing on his spellbound prey to dart, chase him away, sweet hope, with visage bright, and fright him as the morning frightens night. Whene'er the fate of those I hold most dear tells to my fearful breast a tale of sorrow, O bright-eyed hope, my morbid fancy cheer, let me awhile thy sweetest comforts borrow, thy heaven-born radiance around me shed, and wave thy silver pinions o'er my head. Should e'er unhappy love my bosom pain, from cruel parents or relentless fare, oh, let me think it is not quite in vain to sigh out sonnets to the midnight air. Sweet hope, ethereal balm upon me shed, and wave thy silver pinions o'er my head. In the long vista of the years to roll, let me not see our country's honour fade. Oh, let me see our land retain her soul, her pride, her freedom, and not freedom's shade. From thy bright eyes unusual brightness shed, beneath thy pinions canopy my head. Let me not see the patriot's high bequest, great liberty, how great in plain attire, with the base purple of a court oppressed, bowing her head and ready to expire. But let me see thee stoop from heaven on wings that fill the sky with silver glitterings. And as in sparkling majesty, a star gilds the bright summit of some gloomy cloud, brightening the half-veiled face of heaven afar. So when dark thoughts my boding spirit shroud, sweet hope, celestial influence round me shed, waving thy silver pinions o'er my head. And that's it.
Emilia, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Sweet hope. That was just lovely. And it's amazing, isn't it, how poetry calms the soul. You can kind of feel it. It's like a magic mantle. And you've done that for us. Thank you so much, Emilia.
So welcome.
Thank you from all of us. It would be a big round of applause if we possibly could.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.